right, so come into a comfortable cross-legged seat if that works for you, right? So that's suggestion number one. Everything I'm offering it as a suggestion, right? So if it doesn't feel right in your body for any reason to sit cross-legged, sit a different way. Same thing goes with every other suggestion I make. You're going to really personalize this practice for yourself. So we always begin with awareness, right? And we can't decide really what we want unless we're aware. Otherwise, we're just following blindly. So yoga is very much about just learning how to become more aware of our internal landscape, our needs, and this present moment where peace exists. Yeah. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Always when we're working with the breath, we want a long spine so the breath flows freely and smoothly without impingement. I like to start with a couple shoulder rolls if my neck feels a little tight, maybe wiggle the head around, maybe rock a little, like get comfortable, right? We want to be comfortable, but find that internal structure of the spine that will support us here. So to start, you can just rest your hands anywhere on your lap or legs. We're going to use our hand today, but not just yet. Feel free to close your eyes or soften your gaze to a point on the floor in front of you. So many options already. So as you do that, with the eyes closed or soft, take a moment here and now just to tune into your body and the sensations that arise as you begin to become more and more aware of your physical body. What's touching down against your mat, wherever your hands are resting. Maybe you can allow the shoulders to drop a little bit more, the face muscles to let go, the jaw to soften, right? So we want to invite some softening, some ease in our body here. And then just close the lips gently or rest the tongue at the top of the mouth so that all the breath flows in and out of your nose. And feel how it's flowing. Feel that natural flow of breath. Is it smooth? Is it choppy? Is one nostril maybe working better than the other? Where in your body are you feeling your breath? Right? Just really tuning in, sort of honing our focus a little more delicately here. Good. And there's no right or wrong here. And then let's just take a nice clearing, cleansing breath through the nose. Big, full breath in. Let it go. And allow yourself to maybe soften a little bit more. The shoulders, the neck, the face, the jaw. Good. Keeping the lips gently closed. Let that breath flow in and out of your nose again. And it might be a little smoother now, just from that one deeper breath. And if it's not a little smoother, let's begin to make it a little smoother. Notice the count of your breath, how long it takes you to inhale, and how long it takes you to exhale, right? And see if you can begin to balance the timing of the inhalation and the exhalation. And if your inhale is, for instance, a count of 2, begin to stretch it to 3. If it's a count of 3, begin to stretch it for 4, and we'll work with that 4 count for this breathing practice. So I'm going to give you just a moment to do that, to get there with ease. If it's not comfortable for you, you can shorten it, of course. And this already begins to balance the breath. It's called Vritti. Inhaling for 4. And exhaling for 4. And we all count a little differently. So the way I like to do it in a group practice is inhale 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Inhale 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Exhale 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Continue on your own. You can always tweak it. And as you do this, notice if any tension has arisen, right, in that jaw or in the shoulders or in the face or the neck, and again, soften, particularly as you exhale, soften. Good. And now if you want to, after the inhale, you can pause the breath momentarily, and after the exhale, again, you can pause the breath momentarily. Right? So there's just an experience after the inhalation, noticing, and an experience after the exhale, just to notice, to soften, to settle. We'll do one more round. Good, and then I'd like you to take your thumb, close the right nostril, and just inhale through the left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Pause, let the thumb go, exhale both nostrils. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Now close the left nostril, inhale through the right. 2, 3, and 4. Pause, let go, and exhale both nostrils. 2 and 3 and 4. We're going to continue like that. Close the right, inhale left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let go, pause. Exhale both. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Close the left, inhale right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Pause. Exhale both. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. One more time. Inhale left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let go, pause. Exhale both. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Close the left. Inhale right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Pause. Let go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Take a free breath again. Let it go. And take a moment here to observe with the lips gently closed and the breath still flowing through the nose. We're going to go through one more cycle and do it differently. This is known as Anulom, Vilom. It's similar to Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, but a little different. So we alternated the inhales and exhaled through both nostrils. Now we're going to do it the other way round. So we're going to inhale through both nostrils and exhale just through one. So find that balanced breath. 4 on the inhale, gentle pause, and 4 on the exhale. We're just going to do 4 rounds. Good. We're going to inhale through both. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're going to close the right, exhale left. 2 and 3 and 4. Pause. Inhale both. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Close the left. Exhale just right. 2 and 3 and 4. Pause. Inhale both. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Close the right. Exhale left. 2 and 3 and 4. Pause. Inhale both. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Close the left. Exhale right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Pause. Inhale both. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Close the right. Exhale just left. 2 and 3 and 4. Pause. Inhale both. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You've got this. Close the left. Exhale just right. And 2 and 3 and 4. Let it all go. Full breath in, both sides. Pause. Let it all go. Relax and observe. So when we work with alternating the flow of breath, with balancing the 2 hemispheres of the brain, the 2 sides of the nostril, we did it on the inhale, we did it on the exhale, we balanced the breath before that. It creates so much balance in our system. It can help us to release and let go of stress and toxicity and anger and difficult emotions. It brings us into presence. It can even help with headaches. Beautiful, you guys. I know that probably went a little longer than 5 minutes. Sorry. Go ahead and circle around the shoulders again. Notice how you feel. Connect back to your body, back to your breath. Notice if there was any shift. You were probably pretty present for all of that. We're just going to take the right hand to the floor next to us. Lift up the left hand. Take a breath in through the left side of the waist. Bend the right elbow and lean to the right. And then keep that left sit bone planted. You can drop the gaze to the hand or gaze straight forward. And then go ahead and press against the floor to come back up. Left hand next to you, right arm up. Inhale. Bend the left elbow, lean. Plant that right sit bone. It wants to lift. Drop the left shoulder. Do what's comfortable with your neck. Feel your breathing, feel your body. And press against the floor to come up. Good. Drop the hands, circle those shoulders again if you like, maybe the head, and we're going to come right up to hands and knees. All right, so right here, let's just do a couple gentle cat-cows. The hands kind of pull toward the knees without moving. The heart extends forward and the sit bones lift. That's your breath in, swaying the back. Round the back as you breathe out. Drop the head, press the hands away from the knees to really get that space through the back body. And then we'll do that twice more. Inhale. Front body gets a little more length and spaciousness. Exhale, drop the head, back side of the spine and body, get all that beautiful opening. And last time, if you want to add any circles with the head or hips, go for it. You might take some half circles and just begin to tune in a little bit more and loosen up, and then we'll come back to a flat back and neutral spine. We're going to curl under the toes, lift the knees, and make our way to downward facing dog right here. Feel free to take the feet wider, closer, or farther back, whatever feels comfortable for this first downward dog. You might play with lifting and dropping the heels. You might play with bending one knee at a time, turning the head or wiggling it to let go of tension. And then come back into those long, smooth 4-count breaths. Also, when we clear out the channels, the nadis, sometimes it helps the breath to flow more freely, which is really nice for our yoga practice. When you're ready, take both heels up, bend both knees and look to the hands. Get the hips a little bit low, and then gently, slowly walk to the front of your mat as many steps as you'd like. Lifting up the heart when you get there. Come halfway up as you breathe in, lengthen your spine. And then fold and drop your head as you breathe out. Let your hands just dangle to the floor here. Keep some weight into the heels, and if you want to wiggle or shift around, feel free, right? It's your practice. What do you need to get to know your body right now? To really feel and explore. Make sure the feet are a stable distance so you're not going to topple. Good. And then from here, we're just going to bring the hands to the hip creases. Draw the elbow tips back and lengthen the heart again, coming into a flat back. So I like the knees a little bent for this. Feel free to bend them as much as you like or straighten them if you prefer. Good, and then leading with the crown of the head and that flat back, we're just going to press and rise up to standing. We're going to drop our arms by our sides for a moment. Root into the feet equally. Lift up through the back of the skull. Go ahead and drop those shoulders back and down. Draw the navel back. Find a steady gaze. Connect to your breathing. Feel the weight distribution on both feet here as well. Good. Spinning the palms forward. When you're ready on an inhale, just reach up, lengthen through both sides of your waist. And then fold in half as you breathe out. Drop your head, drop your hands. Come back to that flat back as you inhale. Hands can float up to the shins here. Little bend in the knees might be nice. Hands to the floor when you're ready. Step the left foot all the way back. So really big step. And then you're just going to wiggle the right foot out to the right a little. Lean into the left hand and lift the right hand. So you're in a twist, sort of a low lunge runner's twist. Make sure the right knee's over the heel. Spread from hand to hand and back heel to head. Good, and then this right lifted hand, can you spin the palm forward and reach it over the ear? Good, and then you're just going to pull as if you could without moving that right foot, that front foot, toward the back toes a little bit. And then right hand comes back up on a breath in. Take it to the floor next to the right foot on a breath out. Bend the back knee gently and rise on up to crescent pose. So hopefully the feet are wide enough apart that you're stable. And crescent pose is like a low lunge, but the arms are lifted. And you're going to dip into that back knee. Let it almost graze the floor if you want to challenge yourself, and then take it back up. And twice more. Dip in, exhale, rise up, reach up, inhale. You can even look up. Last time, dip that knee a little, exhale, rise up, reach up, inhale. Open your arms wide, let your heart rise. Circle the hands down and to the floor. Frame the front foot and step the back foot up. Good, halfway lift. Inhale, flat back. Hands to the shins is great. Fold as you breathe out, hands to the floor. Right foot steps all the way back. Go ahead, wiggle that left foot over to the left so you widen your base. Lean into the right hand or fingertips. You might even have a block. Left hand comes up. And then notice if you're holding your breath anywhere, right? Shoulders soft. Spaciousness from hand to hand. Length from back heel to head. Good. And then left arm, palm spins forward. Go ahead and reach it forward as you hug the hip back a little. And then go ahead and imagine you could pull the feet towards each other. And feel what turns on. Keep the breath smooth if you can. Good. Left hand comes all the way back up and down next to the foot, outside the foot. Little bend in the back knee to rise up, crescent. Good. And then sink into that back knee a little as you exhale. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. Rise up, inhale. Keep that front knee bent though. Tap down, exhale. It's a little challenging. Play with it. Inhale, rise up, reach up, maybe a little lean back. Last time, exhale, tap down, pull the navel back. Good. Inhale, back to the crescent. Open your arms really wide, let your heart expand. Circle the hands down, back down actually, and to the floor, framing that front foot, and then step forward. Flat back, inhale, lengthen the spine. Drop the head as you exhale, and then with the flat back, rise up, reach up, breathe, and hands pull to the heart center. Roll those shoulders back, pull the navel back, stand tall from heels to head. You can close your eyes if you want. You definitely steady the gaze if not, and just feel. Very nice. We're going to do a little standing balance work right now. So make sure first that you're really rooted evenly in both feet and the gaze stays steady, okay? And then you connect back to your breathing that's really smooth and steady. 4 count inhale and exhale if possible, or maybe now it's a 3 or 2 after we've moved a bit. It's all good, just have it be even. And we're just gonna shift the weight into the right foot. So all the pressure, all the weight goes there. All you're gonna do is take the left knee up toward your chest. You can grab, I like to grab the shin, give it a little hug in to lengthen a little more from standing foot to head. So do that if that's comfortable for you. Drop those shoulders, pull the belly back. Good, and you can keep hold of the knee here, or you can even take the hands beneath the leg, beneath the thigh to the hamstring. All you're gonna do is you take your right hand to your hip, so you just hold that left leg with the left hand, shin, knee, or under the leg, and you're gonna open it out to the left. So it's not tree pose, but we're just opening that hip gently. And then see if you can drop the hip and press into the standing foot, and again, pull the belly back. That's all. We're gonna take the knee back to center. Good. We're gonna hold it with the other hand. So right hand comes under the leg or to the front of the knee or shin. Left hand is just gonna reach straight back. Now you can keep your gaze straight forward on that point you found. If you wanna challenge your balance, you can turn the gaze to the left. Press into the standing foot, lengthen up. If you want more, you can grab the left big toe with the right fingers and extend the leg out. Your choice. Breathe, whatever you're doing, breathe. Drop that hip a little. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Last cycle of breath here. In and out. Bend the knee if you straightened it. Take both hands to the shin, give it a nice little hug again, and then set the foot down. It's not easy, I know, but we're just playing. So shake it out, wiggle around, loosen up, free yourself up from any tension that may have built. Sometimes it does, right? And so we want to find the ease in the effort, always in yoga. That's another part of balance. All right, standing tall on both feet again. Feel the weight distribution. Feel maybe whatever shifted from just working that one side. Steady the gaze, steady the breathing. Navel pulls in, top of the head rises as the feet press. All the weight shifts to the left foot. When you're ready, right knee comes up. So it's gonna bend to start for sure. Give it a little hug if you like. Lengthen from heel to head. And you may notice one side is easier than the other. Often that's the case, although starting with that balancing breath also sometimes balances the nervous system in such a way, and the two sides of the body in such a way that your balance is a little bit better after that. All right, so right hand comes under right thigh, left hand to left hip. Gently and slowly take that right knee out to the right. Try not to lean, right? Try to keep that plumb line from heel to head, but drop the right hip a little, drop the shoulders, keep the gaze and breath steady, and just notice what you're feeling here. If you fall, if your balance is not great today, who cares? You're just practicing staying calm when things get a little difficult, get a little challenging. Take the right knee back to center, that's enough. Left hand comes under the thigh or to the front of the knee or shin. Right hand reaches back. Good, so press into the standing foot to lengthen upward. Drop that right hip. And remember, you can stay here and breathe. You can turn your gaze if you want to challenge your balance. You can grab the big toe with the left piece fingers and straighten the leg if that's nice, right? Like for me, I just tried that and I'm like, oh, hell no, that's not happening on this side today. Our sides are not the same. It's all good. Keep breathing. Drop that right hip. Lengthen up. Steady breath. Soft face. Beautiful, you guys. Take the right hand back to the knee. Give it a little hug. Bend it if you straightened it. Sorry. Lengthen and set the foot down. Woohoo! All right, shake it out. After standing, where sometimes I like to point the toes back and almost like drag the foot forward, stretch the top of the foot. So that feels good to you, go for it. All right, then we're gonna come back to a neutral stance. Feet press equally, head lengthens up, navel pulls in, palms spin forward, inhale, reach up. Little spaciousness, maybe a back bend. Fold when you're ready, drop your head. Beautiful, flat back, inhale. Hands on the floor or shins, all good. Hands to the mat when you're ready, and we're stepping back to plank, top of your push-up. We're gonna hold on to the plank for just a couple breaths, pressing the floor, pulling the navel in, finding ideally that plumb line again from heels to head so the head's not drooping. Good, and then right foot floats up off the floor. Breathe in. Right knee, outer right elbow, breathing out. Float the foot back toward plank, breathe in, and set it down, plank, breathe out. Other side, left foot up, inhale, hover it, knee to outer elbow, exhale. So it's kind of like what we just did standing. Extend it back, inhale, and plank pose, exhale. Good, take a breath in, and gently drop your knees and your chest to the floor. Before you come up to a cobra, just pause, point your toes, reach your hands back, palms face down, thumbs out, lift your heart and head. Lift your feet as well now. Everything's lifting away from the floor. The gaze is down, the cheeks are soft. If you like, you can interlace your fingers, pull the knuckles back. If you like, you can bend your knees, grab your ankles, and as the feet pull back, it gently lifts the heart. All up to you, how you want to manage this shape, what variation you'd like. One's not better than another. Last inhale here. And gently come into a cobra position. So tops of the feet on the floor, palms down next to the ribs. Inhale, gentle cobra. Beautiful. Downward dog, exhale. And breathe. All right, from your down dog, right foot floats all the way up to three-legged dog, breathing in. Right knee comes across to the left elbow on your breath out. You're gonna pause here. So I'm gonna give you a couple options. If you're feeling a little tired today, your knee's gonna come to the floor, your back heel is gonna spin down, and the left hand is gonna come up. If you wanna challenge yourself a little more than that, you keep the knee up toward the left elbow, your back inner heel drops, and the left hand comes up. So the variation is knee on the floor or knee up toward the left shoulder or chest. It's not easy, so you're playing. That's enough. Left hand down, right foot back up, three-legged dog. Inhale, and step it all the way forward as you exhale, close to those right fingertips. Back heel spins down again. Go ahead and take your right elbow on top of your right thigh and lift your left hand up. Good. And then just reach your left hand back to rise up for second warrior. Bend the front knee, reverse your warrior. Inhale, right arm up and back. Find that gentle opening through your right rib cage. Circle both hands to the front of your yoga mat. Step it back to plank. Hover the foot if you like. Inhale. Lower down if you want. Exhale. Gentle cobra. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. I know, there's a lot to pay attention to. Not only the words I'm saying, but how it's all feeling in your body, your breath flowing. Ideally, all that is serving to keep you so present. All right, second side. Left foot lifts up to three-legged dog on your breath in. And then if you remember, left knee, and you don't have to remember, comes over to the right elbow. So you may just stay here. You may drop the knee to the floor, pivot the inner heel down, lift that right hand, or if you want to challenge yourself a little more, the knee stays up toward the chest, the back heel pivots down, and the right hand comes up. Some of you might want to challenge yourself even more and straighten that left leg. Keep the knee lifted away from the floor. Keep the breath smooth. If you can't breathe smoothly, it's usually an indication you've gone a little too far in the shape. It's all good. Take your right hand back down. Left foot back up. Inhale, three-legged dog. And step it to the left thumb. Or carry it up there. Pivot that inner heel down again. Go ahead and take your left elbow to your left thigh. Take your right arm up. Let your heart start to spin upward or rightward. And then reach the right hand back to rise. Second warrior. Just keep that front knee bent. Drop the back hand and reverse your warrior. Inhale. Open into the left ribs. It should feel pretty nice. Windmill the hands forward when you're ready. Lift the back heel. Step back to plank or hover the left foot, three-legged plank, and gently lower down. Cobra, breathing in. And downward dog as you breathe out. Nice work. Never know what's going to happen when we make it to our yoga mats. It's all an opportunity for self-exploration and an opportunity to work on balance. All right, let's drop the knees to the floor here and do something a little different. We're just going to stand up on our knees. Okay, so I'm going to face you. Also, I like the mat the long way, so you might want to turn sideways. Okay. So from here, we're just going to keep the left knee beneath us. We're going to extend the right leg out. I like it so my foot is still on the mat. So right leg just straight out to the right, just in line with that knee. And you're going to see if you can anchor the foot down, like the pinky edge of the foot anchors down, the inner arch almost lifts, the inner thigh almost lifts. And take your hands to your hips here, so you can just kind of drop that right hip and it's not hiking out, you're not leaning to the left. So the torso is right over the left knee, yeah? Good, and then right hand is just gonna gently rest on the outer right leg, left hand is gonna lift up, right elbow's gonna bend, and you're gonna lean. So we did this in the very beginning, seated, a little different here, right? You might be noticing more sensation on the inner thigh. Nice. Come back up. Take the right knee underneath you, and then I'm gonna scooch over, left foot out to the left. And just line it up for stability and safety, right? Foot and knee in line. Begin to squeeze the foot against the floor, but lift the inner arch, lift the inner thigh, and then take your hands to your hips just so that you can anchor them evenly, right? Balance. Good. Left hand on left thigh, right arm up and over. Feel it out, breathe into it. Drop that left shoulder. Keep squeezing the foot. Beautiful. Come back to center. Take the knees beneath you. I'm going to shift and look forward. And we're going to do a little bit of interesting core work here, if it's okay for you, with your knees on the floor like this. So you can start with your hands on your hips, draw your elbows back, and lift your heart. Take a little gentle back bend, just for a breath, just to open all that up. Good, and then you're gonna get straight forward. You're gonna extend your arms forward, palms can face each other. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna keep the knees right beneath you, but you're gonna begin to lean the torso back without changing. So you're still having this line from knees to head, right? But you're just gonna reach forward and lean back to your degree. And you come back up and just play with it. Now if you want, you can interlace the fingers, turn the palms inside out. If you wanna make it harder, the arms come up. It's a lot harder. You're gonna pull the belly in, you're just gonna lean back and come up. And lean back, oof, and come up. It's quads and it's core. Lean back, last time, pause, hold it. And come up. That's enough. Hands come to the floor. You're gonna open the knees a bit and drop into your child's pose. I like to rock my forehead side to side along the mat to loosen up the neck. Let go of the jaw, soften the shoulders, enjoy a nice calming position, calming breath. So good. When you're ready, just lift your hips away from your heels so that you can crawl forward and roll onto your back. Because time flies when we're having so much fun. So make your way to your back, hug your knees to your chest. I like to wiggle around my feet at the ankle joints, especially after that standing work. Good, and then let's just take both feet onto the floor. And we're just gonna cross right ankle over left thigh for thread the needle. Hug the left leg toward you. Hands can come behind the thigh like we did standing, or in front of the shin, whatever's best for you. Relax the face, the jaw, the eyes, the shoulders. Feel the breathing, feel the sensations that arise in this shape. Then you're just going to let go of your left leg. Let the foot come back to the floor. Slide the right knee over the left knee. And then just wiggle the left foot a little bit like to the right, right below the sit bone. You can even scooch your hips a little bit to the right. Drop your right arm out to the right and let both knees come over to the left. So we want the spine a little bit more lined up for this. It just makes it nicer, I find. But again, totally up to you how you want to find this relaxing twist. So turn the gaze whichever way is best for your neck. See if that right shoulder, hand can relax. The right hip and foot, the eyes. And notice your breathing again. Right? We always return to the breath because it's our indicator of how we're feeling both physically and mentally. If the breath is balanced and smooth, then our system is balanced and at ease. And so by smoothing and balancing the breath, we bring more ease and balance into our system. Nice. So I like to take the left hand, use it under that right knee to help bring it back up to center. Go ahead and uncross your knees, readjust your hips to center, and just for a moment let the soles of the feet touch, let the knees drift apart. Place a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly. Again, just tune into your body, into your breath, into this present moment. When you're ready, the knees are going to come back up. Do the other side. Left ankle bone's going to cross. Hug your right leg toward you, clasping behind the hamstring or the front of the near shin. All good. Back of the neck long, jaw soft. Your mind is gonna take you elsewhere. It's what the mind loves to do. It's okay. Just return your awareness to your breathing and these sensations so you train the mind. So it doesn't lead you all the time, but you have some control. Let's let go of the right leg, slide the left knee over the right knee. Go ahead and readjust your hips to the left a little, even that right foot. Left arm opens out and both knees drift to the right. Make sure the neck is comfortable, the jaw and eyes are soft. Notice any holding patterns in your body that you can just smooth out and let go of. What's showing up? Where do you want to direct your mind? Good. And then using your right hand, if you like, to bring the knees back up. Uncross them, readjust the hips to center, and once more, soles of the feet touch, knees drop apart. Checking the time. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, if you like. And feel the breath in your body. Feel that rise and fall. Smooth it out. And then the knees are going to come up together again. You're going to hug them to your body. And then I like to wiggle my feet sometimes again. And then I'm going to grab the edges of my feet for happy baby here. Feel free to do that. Or if it's easier or nicer for you, your hands can just come behind your knees or legs. And the weight of the shoulders and the weight of the arms just help coax the knees toward the earth a little bit. There's no efforting. You want to relax, keep the back of the neck long. You can even rock a little. And then letting go of the feet, just bring the knees back to the chest. And let's go ahead and circle the knees, a nice big circle or 2 or 3 in both directions. If you want to rock a little or rock the head side to side, do that. If you want to wiggle the feet around again, whatever you need so that you get really complete and you can find a nice Shavasana shape. So let's bring the nose to the knees, give ourselves a big hug and squeeze, and breathe in some appreciation here. Big full breath. Hold it. And then let it all go as you open up your body for Shavasana. So let the legs go out long. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Let the backs of the hands rest on the floor. Close and soften your eyes if you can. Separate the top and bottom teeth. Feel sensations in your body. Where is the back side of the body touching your mat? Where is there air touching your skin? Can the tongue rest in the mouth? Can you let the breath just return to a natural, easy free pace and rhythm. You don't have to control it anymore. You don't have to control or move your body anymore. You don't have to control your mind or your thoughts anymore. This is a time for surrender. To fully and completely let go. You've done the work. Now let the work soothe you, calm you, balance you. Most of what we do a whole day long is work, even if it's not a job. We're doing. Let yourself undo. Let yourself relax, soften, settle, so that you have that balance that you need to move into the rest of your day. Please, please, please don't sacrifice this valuable time of rest. That's really the balance we need the most of us. Give yourself this gift of being soft, settled, complete, whole, quiet, and fully at ease. Please stay here as long as you desire, personalizing this practice to honor our time. I'm going to, if you're ready, help you just to gently come back into your body. Maybe a full or smooth inhalation. And letting it go, a nice free breath. All right, just to again feel, to become present if your mind drifted away, which for most of us it did. When you feel ready to bring movement in your body, bring movement into your body, gently, slowly, sensitively. Stay on your back in Shavasana as long as you like, or if you're ready, begin to move and sit up and even come up to your computer. If you have a question or a comment I'd like to know, I want to thank you so much for practicing today with me, with us, with this community. Whenever we work with our breath, we're working with our energy. So we did some challenging physical things, but it's also mentally and energetically somewhat challenging. So just be really gentle with yourself.